guys, welcome back on the channel. On today's video we're going to do our 5th workshop for Blood and Crowns rules by Firelock Games. I'm going to talk about command and control. Now we have a situation. Let's see the situation we have now. We have 2 units, English units, a longbow unit and a unit of English men-at-arms here on the left side of your screen. And we have 3 units, a unit of French men-at-arms currently in hand-to-hand combat with the English, 1 unit of veteran foot, French veteran foot, and the retinue unit, the commander's unit. Now in Blood and Crowns, commanders are portrayed as a unit. They are part of the unit, considered that this is his retinue. They don't have command figures. How you can portray a commander? You can put a marker, or you can use banners to portray the commander's unit. Obviously there is no problem using commander base as an indication. It doesn't really affect the game. For me, for example, when I'm playing big games with Blood and Crowns with many miniatures and many units, I use commanders to remember where are my command units, where are my leaders. It doesn't affect the game, but the actual game doesn't have command units. So we are in a situation now where, if you can see, I used the objective markers of Blood and Crowns to show that everybody was activated. So all these units have been activated except the command unit of the French. Now currently the unit of French veteran foot is double fatigued. And now here between the 2 units of men-at-arms, the English have 2 casualties and the French have 1 casualty, but no fatigue here. By some reason of previous rounds, the retinue of the French, the leader unit, has been fatigued, probably from longbow fire. So let's see what's the options of the commander. First of all, let's see what commander we have now. We have standard commanders that are, as you can see on your screen, a knight banneret, noble, or a magnate. And then you have special commanders with the army lists that have lots of different special rules and special abilities. But now we're going to go with the standard leaders, and we'll say that this guy is a noble. As you can see from your screen, he has 6 inches command range and 2 command points to give. Now, in order for a leader unit to give command points, you should not be shaken and it should not be fighting in hand-to-hand combat. If either of those are applicable, it can give only commands to its own unit. The commander can give only to his unit, and unless, of course, he rallies. Now, 2 command points would mean that the commander has to give 1 to him and 1 to one of his units, or 1 to each unit, but the commander cannot give more than 1 command point per activation to a unit, even if this includes also his unit. Also, he cannot give orders to units that are not part of his company, part of his division, and he can only give to units who are under his command, and also within, obviously, his command range of 6 inches. So now we have this cleared. Let's see what we'll do, and let's portray the orders of the command unit with some dice. So we have here the shadow. I hope it doesn't bother you. So here we have 2 command points that the commander has to give. And also, let's say we drew a card, and this card is the 8 of hearts. This 8 of hearts gives to a veteran unit 2 actions. So let's see what the commander can do. First, the commander wants to help the unit of veteran men-at-arms. So 1 command point will be given to the unit of veteran men-at-arms. Obviously, they're in command range, so they can rally and remove their fatigue. They are double fatigued. They're very close to be shaken, so it will be a good idea to try and help them to rally with 1 command point. Let's say that the French managed to rally, and now they're fresh. A great now chance for them in their next activation to be able to charge the longbowman or support the men-at-arms fighting here. Now, the next command point, and also don't forget we have 2 actions here. The leader will use 1 of his actions to remove the fatigue. They don't want to be fatigued. They're planning to attack the longbows. They're going to be shot back because of the defensive reaction rule, so that they shouldn't be fatigued because they could be shaken, and then this would have been a disaster. So let's say they use 1 action they have from this card to remove their fatigue. Now the French unit has one more action and one command point to give. Now if they decide to attack, the command point has, the remaining command point can be given only to his unit, to his retinue. He cannot distribute it to the man-at-arms fighting. If he doesn't attack, he will give the command point to the man-at-arms if he wants, and then he can attack with his second action. So what the French leader will do, the French here are within the command range, he will give his second command point to the French man-at-arms fighting. What they will do, they will attack again. If this is a second attack, because they have been activated already, they will have to take a fatigue point, but they will attack a second time the English. And his second action will be a charge attack move. They are within range, and he will charge attack the longbowman, who of course will shoot back because of the defensive reaction. So this is one strategy that the commander can use. Other strategies could be the commander to use his command point for himself for any reason, and a charge attack the longbowman and then try to attack again, maybe for a second time, if he's not pushed back by the defensive reaction. Something we need to know is that the command point used by the commander to his own unit cannot exceed the maximum actions a unit can perform per activation, and that's 3. So if already if for example, let's say the leader drew a card that gave him 3 actions, he could not have used the command point. He should have distributed to other units. So that's how the rules work. That's how the command and control rules work. You have command points that you can distribute to your own leader unit, or to one command point to units that belong to your own company. If this command point is used for a second attack, then it gives fatigue, otherwise not. And obviously a commander who is fighting or isn't shaken cannot give command points to his units. He can use them for himself only until he rallies and he's not in hand-to-hand combat. This is from me, guys. I hope you enjoyed this very short video. Soon we'll have a very, very interesting battle report preparing the scenario. Thank you so much for watching, and bye-bye.